group, man. This house is full of women, full of men, not women, right? And we all have issues, man. All of this is basically a conversation. And at the end of the day, do anybody remember last week's group's topic? Unforgiveness. Unforgiveness. Oh boy, he caught that immediately. That was a hell of a group, man. For me as well. I was able to get some things off my chest, man. I was able to communicate. Brothers was able to learn something. It's a nice group. We just want to talk about a topic called foundation. A couple things I'm gonna weave into it as well. So when we think about foundation, right? Most people think about, it's the first thing that comes to mind when you think about foundation.
Support.
Construction. Anybody else?
Basically plant the seed for yourself.
Okay. Plant the seed for yourself. Anything else? Foundation?
Strength.
Okay. So the illest thing about foundations is that we all have one. And with more than one. Everybody here has a foundation for so many different things in life. But the main focus about what I want to talk about tonight is, what is your foundation made of? What is it built upon? What does it consist of? What's the very essence of your foundation? Now mind you, there's so many subcategories when we start talking about foundation. See what I'm saying? So my foundation to be a humble brother, to try to do what's right and exact, what is that built upon? Where does that come from? You understand? Why do we, you ever had that question, why we keep tripping over the same damn thing? Right? So everything goes back to your foundation. If you build a house, let's use common things, right? Let's think about a house. Most houses, right, we tend to want the outside to be pretty, right? You walk by a house, right? The outside is super nice, right? But then 2 weeks later, you see the yellow tape around it, condemned. You're like, hold on, but that house was fire, though. That house was nice. What happened to that house? Something's wrong with that foundation. So no matter how pretty your house is on the outside, now mind you, when we wake up every morning, some of us put these facades on. I used to do it. Sometimes I still do it. Nothing's wrong. You ever say, how you doing today, bro? I'm good. Knowing inside you fucking burning. Think about that. You on fire. Right? I had an argument with my wife. I'm on fire. Eddie, right? I'm nice for this day. Right? All I need is 2 for the night. Eddie, and we're right here, that's it. I got everybody's name. So check it. So they asked me in the morning, yo, P, how you doing? I said, everything's great. Right? Now you have an option, man. You got the option to lie, or you got the option to tell the truth. Right? But however, sometimes we take that role to make it look like we got it all together when we don't.
There's no old quote. Can't judge a book by its cover.
There you go. Right? Me personally, I think Nelson's a serial killer. No offense, fuck with you. I gotta keep messing with Nelson. Nelson gets up and does the exact same thing every single day. I can't tell if he's upset, mad at the world, or he's fine. So I just gave up trying to think about it. He's a good brother. That's it. I don't care how many people he shot back in the day. To me, he's like an assassin. Because in my mind, I seen the movie, right? And then we start to judge. He could be having the worst day in the damn world. But depending on what his foundation is built upon. You see what I'm saying? So let's get, I want to dig into that tonight for a little. I want to touch that thing, right? Somebody told me that you have a problem with your hands, big bro.
What?
Your hands is vicious.
Yeah, they are.
I heard somebody say that, right? I was like, what?
Yeah,
I love to box with him, right?
so yeah.
But however, what's stopping you from beating up somebody or really hurting them?
What is stopping me from really doing that is really 2 things.
What's that?
Me going back, getting back in the greens,
Okay.
and I am never going to see home.
Okay.
Well, that is number 2. Number 1 is my brother.
Okay.
Of course, my brother is kind of disabled. He's having a hard time walking and balancing. So I have been dedicating more time to him than for my own needs.
Okay.
Plus, it's hard because just certain people that I live day around, they all just want to keep on playing games with you.
Yeah.
Keep on feeding off of people's misery. But it's like, you know, if I am not treating somebody like that, then at least give me the common courtesy, just to, you know, lay off a little.
Yeah.
That's why I know people have been talking about me, I've been yelling at them, cursing them out, but it's just like, leave me alone.
So look, right? So for you, part of your foundation for you not to do something negative is you got these two pillars. You got your, you know, you're not wanting to go back to prison like you said. And you got you and your love and care for your brother. Those are, you know, no matter what they are, man, those are strong pillars for him because he's still here with us. And I've seen many of times where stuff was stolen from that man, and he's still here. So those foundations work, right? Anybody here ever bit into an apple and that thing was rotten?
Yep.
Now mind you, you still bit into the damn apple, right? So something about the apple looked like it was all right. It didn't show what was on the inside of that thing, because you wouldn't have bit into it. Think about it. That thing was probably shiny and nice.
It was,
That little shined up nice. That's how we are sometimes as men. On the exterior, we got that thing looking nice. Right? Like my car, I could shine the shit out that car. That thing shiny out there, but there's no engine in it. You see what I'm saying? I got no gas, no engine, transmission messed up, but that car's shiny though. What's up?
Getting back to
Speak up a little louder. So I can hear you.
Bill there,
Yeah.
I will say that caretaking is not easy. Caregiving is not easy. Because I've done it with my mother.
Yeah.
It's not easy at all.
That's a fact. So how do we get to the point, as using that apple as an example, right? How do we get to the point where what's on the inside is fresh, man? Think about that. It's not even a right or wrong answer here. Just think about that. How can we get the inside to match the outside? That's like having that beautiful Rolls Royce, right? With a Honda Civic engine.
I
in
have
it.
to clear something up here. The
Go ahead,
problem
bro.
I have with everybody is my facial expression. I may not look like I'm happy, whatever, but I am most of the time. It's just the way my facial expression is, you know, so.
And we gotta remember, we're not judging you for it, brother.
No, I'm just gonna clear that up.
I appreciate that, man, because I thought you was mad as hell the other day when I seen you. I said, damn, bro, I'm mad.
No, a lot
But-
of times it's the,
So listen, let me show you something, right? If you look at the news and you see somebody do something crazy, like guy says, for example, black man punches woman in the face in front of Best Market.
Yeah.
We would normally respond to the action, correct? Like, yo, that's crazy. How did he do that? Why would he do that? And then we say things like, yo, we should beat the hell out of him, man. We should do this and do that. That's all cool. There's normal emotion, normal responses that you will get from men about other things that people do, right? But nobody wants to go and find out why that happened. Not to say, I'm not condoning it. Not to say that that lady deserved that or that that action was right. But for me, I like to think what caused that. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna run up in the middle of like, hey, excuse me, sir, what caused that? No, you know, but it makes you think, what caused that? So think about back to what we're talking about, our foundations, and then on the other hand, about unforgiveness. You gotta get to the root of that thing. If you don't get to the root and I start identifying what these real issues are, then things like that is gonna keep happening. Not more, I'm not saying everybody's gonna come out here and punch a female in the face. I'm not saying that. But your actions will manifest in a different way. You see what I'm saying? A different way. When I'm mad, you know what I do? I do something really weird when I'm mad. I drive extremely fast for some reason. That's what's why am I doing that? Is that my expression of anger? That's how I let it out, right? Is it because I want to show everybody on the road that I'm a fast driver in a cool car?
Maybe you're impatient.
True, which I am. Right? Angry and impatient.
Yeah, so it's either that too, like a manly situation, or just gunning.
Gunning it, right? I said I'm not the only one. 'Cause I thought I was bugging. I thought it was just me. Cause I just, man, I hit that gas so fast, man. Like, oh my God, and in that very second, I feel good. That's the same thing we do when we commit crazy ass crimes and different actions and behaviors. It might not be you driving fast, you might have a car. You ever punched a wall when you was young? You ever did that? Out of frustration? Slapped the person that's next to you? We did so much crazy stuff and all that, but nobody never took the time to sit back and be like, why did I do that?
Like, why?
Yeah, what the hell is that? So normally we'll say the justification of why we did it, but not, which is still false. You shouldn't have did that, man, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You ever had that conversation? You ever heard yourself? What I mean by that is this, the things that you think, right? You ever just played that back? You know how you play your day back? You ever played that back and like, damn, where is that coming from? What is that pillar that's holding this anger up? That's holding this unforgiveness up? That's holding this, whatever it is, this malice up, this envy, this hatred for people. Think about that. What is that thing? So we come across all of these different situations, and then now we're back here at square one, right? And then the crazy thing about men, we justify the weirdest things, right? I used to be like, when I was younger, like dudes that snatch purses is freaking cowards. If I catch one of them, oh my God. But then I'm cool with the guy that ran up in the bank and robbed everybody. How many damn purses was in there? Think about that.
No,
That's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah.
So I'm on one hand, I'm sitting there and be like, hey, you snatched the purse, you coward, right? But here goes Billy. Billy robbed the bank. I'm like, that's what's up, Billy. Oh my God, that's fire right there. How you did that? How many females is the same damn thing? But yet I just justified it. So mind you, we're talking about three different things at the same time, which is super dynamic in a room full of men. Think about that, right? We talk about the root of the issue, right? We talking about these foundational issues, and we talking about justifications, all at the same time. So at the end of the day, man, how are we going to get to a place where we can be even, right? Where we can possibly make the best decision in a situation. What is that thing? You know, everybody, you ever heard that saying? Take a deep breath. Woosah. Take a second. All that is coming from the same principle. The same principle being, bro, take a second to think about what you're doing and why it is that you're doing it. Do we do that as men? Or do we still make up other reasons to further particular actions?
You make up other reasons.
Okay.
You make up other reasons.
I remember one time, right?
Justify it.
I remember one time I was so mad, right? I was in my mom's building, I couldn't get, I think it was the Grant Hills that came out. It was like blue and white, and things was nice. And she bought me some light up sneakers. And I lost it. So I decided to take my anger and punch a window. But when I punched the window, I cut my whole hand up. Then I was trying not to look like a little girl crying, I was trying to be tough with it. Hand all bleeding, looking stupid, right? Just mad at the damn world. Every time somebody came by, we look stupid as hell, man, when we going through these things. We grown ass men, but yet we handle things like kids sometimes. And I'm not ashamed to say it. Think about the last 10 things that you've been through. Did you handle all of them like with maturity? Let's be honest here, man.
No.
Think about it.
Oh, hell no.
Right? Think about it.
I never get mad.
Okay.
I don't get mad, never. Because I'm too nice and everything.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't talk loud over here. I don't talk loud over here. I don't do that.
Okay.
Because I'm a nice man and everything. Everybody knows me and everything.
Okay.
I don't yell, talk loud. I never talk loud and yell.
I wish I could have that, man, because
That's like my buddy over there, Carlos.
Yeah.
Right, Carlos, my buddy?
That's right.
I'll be honest with you, if we had more, if people in this room was more like him, we wouldn't have no issues.
Yes, listen. Everybody knows I'm a nice guy forever and ever. Right, Carlos?
Yes.
Well, give me a hug to done, okay?
There you go. So listen, I want to give you guys an analogy about foundation real quick that I found that was super interesting. And I want you to think, I don't need you to say anything. I want you to think about how it relates to something with you, whatever the first thought is. You see what I'm saying? With these type of groups and talking about particular things, if your wheels start to spin, if you go back in time, you start to address certain things and think about certain things, then it was worth it, even if it only affected one person. You understand? So check it. The Twin Towers. Everybody's familiar with the Twin Towers?
Mm-hmm.
You know about those buildings? The architects of those buildings designed the building to fall in a particular way, right? They came to the table, right, and they started saying, hey, if a plane hits this building, right, the building should fall straight down. That's amazing to me, right? For two reasons. One is because a plane did hit the damn building, right? And then not only did the plane hit the building, it fell the way that it was supposed to. You see what I'm saying? Now check this out. It's kind of fly right
And
here.
it all started with imagination.
Check it out, right? Like that. The architects spent more time focusing on the fall of something versus focusing on how to keep the damn building to stand if the plane did hit it. Think about that. They said, hey, if a plane hit this building, we want this thing to fall this way, and it did. But what if a couple more hours would have went into how can we keep this thing, what can we do to this metal? Well, like, what can we do to make this thing stand if a plane did hit the damn thing? And I find that amazing because it's like it's kind of backwards, right? When we fall as men, we normally hit other things around us. We take things with us. Every mistake I made affected somebody else, right? So it was well thought out. They did their thing with that. Them architects, hands down. I'm sure they saved lives that way. Because if that thing would hit another building, possibly everybody in it would have fell this way, it would have been probably more depths than what it caused originally. But however, how can we put more energy into how to stand versus what happens when we fall? Think about that, Patrick. What can you do to stand? What's the one thing, right, that will cripple your foundation and make you wild out? What is that thing? What is the thing that's going to make you go to jail tonight? Don't answer. Right? Your brother said he's a nice guy all the time. I believe him. But if I slap the shit out of him, I want to see if he's still like, hey, how you doing? It might be that one thing. Right? For me, if something happened with my daughters, right? I'm ready to kill something, everything out the window. See what I'm saying? But that's not good though, if you think about it. It's kind of sick. Think about that. It sounds good though, to the ear. Defend my daughters to death. But then after I do that and I go to jail or die, then she's still growing up in a world full of craziness. Think about that. So the pillar that you got with your brother, right? What if that one thing, like let's think about the thing that's gonna make you snap. That's what I want to talk about. That foundation that we're talking about. What's the thing that's going to make you jump, Carlo? Don't answer, though. I want you to think about it in your brain. I'm nobody. I'm just like you. But just think about it. Enrique, what's that one thing that's going to make you go back to jail? If you ever went to damn jail. George, what's that one thing that's going to make you snap? Right? So mind you, we don't think about these things. And then when we put in a damn situation, then now we behind bars trying to figure out somebody's phone number. Damn, what's the number? 631. 2.2, you see what I'm saying? Let's talk about that. Nobody will talk about these things, man. How can we set up our foundations that we do not fall? Or when we are to take a hit, let me finish. When we used to take a hit that we can withstand. How we operate as men on some foolish shit? Just being honest, I'm talking with men. I don't offend nobody with my profanity. I just love that sometimes that one curse word just means everything, right? This is how we are. We in the war, right? Acting like we not in the war, with no damn armor on, right? Boom, oh my God, why am I getting hit? Oh my God, how's this happening? Picture a soldier in the war in Afghanistan with no damn vest on, no helmet on, no gun. You over there eating donuts. Oh my God, why did I get shot? This is crazy. You see what I'm saying? That's how we are if we don't start to think about these things that would sink us, man. Think about that. Don't be like the damn architects from the Twin Towers preparing for the fall, which is something that you need to think about, okay? But if we put more effort, if the building would have stood longer, how many more people would have made it out the building? Think about that.
Probably a lot more.
A lot more. Was just some dudes was running down there. Me and Carlos would have been finished. Coming from the 81st floor with this weight, it would have been over.
You'd be crushed.
I'd be like, you know what? We're gonna stop at the deli on the way down, man. We ain't gonna make it, Carlo. This is it, man. It's over. But think about that. if they would have put more energy into making the damn building stand by mixing particular metals, whatever, I'm not an architect, whatever they had to do for that metal to withstand that heat, more people would have lived. If you, and me, and Carlo, right, and Joe would take more fucking time, right, and put energy into what does it take for us to be successful men in this environment, then we would have the best chance of succeeding if we took a hit. Where is your foundation? What is it made out of? If I told you to walk this tightrope, right, from one building to the next, right, and let's say if it's 10 feet in the middle, 10 feet, right? This 10 feet, this 5 feet is made out of iron, and the other 5 feet is made out of freaking let's say nylon cord. Would you walk it? Hell no, why not? Why wouldn't you walk it? You might make it. Okay, so what if I say the 10 feet, 9 feet is made out of straight metal, and that 1 foot is made out of nylon. Could you make it? Would you still walk it?
Yeah.
You're down. Cool, right? So check it. You need the whole entire beam there to successfully walk that thing, man. So my point is this. There's no point of having one good moral over here and thinking that you're going to keep getting by until you face with that real situation that would sink you. What is the situation that's going to take us down, man, as men? Think about that. And then we have all these false ideologies and false foundations in life, right? Because I had them. I do them all the time. Like we put loyalty in the craziest. I remember a dude gave me a cupcake when I was hungry. True stuff. And in my mind, because I was hungry, right, and I ain't had no money when I was a kid in a can, right? And he gave me a cupcake, I killed something for this dude. Wish you would say something to my man right here. They gave me that. Ridiculous. It sounds stupid. But in my mind, that was official. I was building a foundation. We build foundations all the time that's made out of garbage, man. What happens when you step on real garbage? We take 10 garbage bags to step on, what's gonna happen? You going down, man. If you have 2 boats, right? And you got 1 foot in one boat and 1 foot in the other boat, but this boat got holes in it, what's gonna happen? You're gonna hit that water. Now picture that water is life, man. That water is everything that we deal with in life, right? All of our ups and downs, our disappointments, all the things that we dealt with in life. And if you hit that water, you fail. That's why you gotta have something solid, man. When they built this house, the cornerstone of this house is not made of freaking plastic, fellas. Mm-hmm. So the idea of tonight is to think about what's in your life, right? That's made out of garbage. What is that thing standing on? What is it going to take you to snap and hurt somebody? This is the energy that you got coming through the door every night. You don't know. I may see you tomorrow and then you be a different dude because of what you just dealt with out there. Or for something that you didn't properly deal with. That's that shining apple. That's rotten on the inside. Mm-hmm. I no longer want to live my life like that, fellas. I can't be rotten no more. Not perfect, though.
Nobody is.
Not perfect. But at the end of the day, I choose not to be rotten. I choose to address these things because I thought that they was foolish back in the day. And then now I'm here talking to you about my life and something that I did wrong. And how I was rotten at one time, how I had no foundation, and how it took for another man to actually tell me, hey Pete, think about this. I'm not telling you nothing, you ain't gotta listen to me. You understand? But if you can think about it, man, I challenge you. Think about it. Ponder that for a week, Yent. What would be that thing that make Yent put his hands on somebody? And then address it. That's all I want you to do. I don't need no, you don't gotta praise me, I ain't nobody. But goddamn, if he was to think about it, and then God forbid if it happened, we will hope that Jens will make the right decision. Go ahead, bro.
Problem I had, when I had my offense, is I didn't think about anybody else. Didn't think about my family or anything. The repercussions trip right there. Didn't think of anybody. The problem is afterwards to think about it, and the whole thing is to do that before. And then there's a very good possibility you won't do that.
Anybody else got any thoughts on this foundation thing that we talking about? Anything that came to mind? as we was talking, we shy now. There's something. Yeah. Nobody?
The foundation is also stability.
Facts. That's a fact. Let me share something with you real quick. There's a guy named, his name is Father Peter Young. He was a Catholic priest out of Albany. And what he did was he decided that these programs that they put together was not working to help keep men off the streets and stable and whatnot. So what he did was he went and decided to buy a couple businesses. He bought, I believe, a restaurant and a hotel. Not only did he buy businesses, he also purchased homes for these men to live in, right? So those are two strong pillars. What's the first thing you need, man? You need housing, you need some employment. Those two things really go together. If you're missing one, it's gonna be kind of hard. Brothers that got both of them are still struggling. You see, I got both and I ain't where I wanna be at. You see what I'm saying? But he had an idea based upon foundation that can help you succeed to the next level. And it was successful. That was the most successful freaking program that they came out with.
Gives you hope.
Huh?
Gives you hope.
Absolutely. So likewise, with this situation here, right, you guys have a beautiful home, right? You got people that's being evicted, that lost their jobs due to COVID, right? That can't feed their families. And you guys living in what I would consider luxury. Say the best house, but this thing is nice. See what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, while you guys have the opportunity to live in a house like this, we should be healthy all the way around the board. You ever watch that brother that's just stopped showering out of nowhere? You ever seen that? What you think that is? Right? He just stopped talking out of nowhere. You ever seen somebody do that? They say, hey, chipper one day, just don't say nothing? Like life is over? Something's going on there. Let me read this quote to you. I found this one super interesting. It says, a successful man is one who can lay a firm foundation with the bricks that others have thrown at him. I'm gonna read it again. That one sit in your brain for a second. A successful man is one who can lay a firm foundation with the bricks that others have thrown at him. In life, man, I got all types of bricks and stones and all types of things thrown at me. It's gonna be wild. What you gonna do with it? You gonna let it affect you and sink you? You're gonna do something with your life, man. What does your life consist of? Don't answer these questions. Just let it run through your brain. Stop focusing on me. Just think about it. What's your short-term and long-term goal? When last time you heard that? Right? What's the lifespan for you in the next 2 years? Like, are you gonna make it? Do you think you're gonna make it? Are you healthy enough mentally and physically? I fail on the physical part. It's hard to drive through them drive-throughs, man. Them things be calling me. I'll just be like, damn, let me go over here, see what they got to sell. It's hard. That's one of my weaknesses. I love to eat. Got some other things in order. But them damn drive-throughs be getting me, man. I can't help it. I went and bought myself an extra box of donuts, knowing that I know it wasn't how many people was gonna be here. So I'm taking that with me when I go back.
Listen,
Right?
they make me laugh.
Yeah, of course. You're supposed to laugh. It's a good time. What's up?
How do you lift?
So I lift weights?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see I look like Hobbs from Fast and Furious?
How much you squat? How much you squatting?
Yo, listen, keep it on. I don't look like Hobbs from the kneecap down. From Fast and Furious. I can squat a little 350.
350?
But I'm still a healthy soldier. Now think about it. I'm more than likely to bench more weight than all of you guys in here. I know I can still get the 315 up. I just tried it. Right? No help off the rack. I can get that. My justification would be, hey, I can still lift 315. I can go back to McDonald's. I'm freaking unhealthy. I go to any doctor in the world. I'm unhealthy. I'm obese. That's keeping 1,000. Blood pressure, ridiculous. All them extra fried wings I like to eat, ridiculous. That's how you start deciphering these things, man. Start being honest with yourself. Right? Just because I can make it look kind of nice, I put this thing together, right? Don't mean that I'm healthy. Right? Just because I got some money in my wallet, don't take the pledge of me being unhealthy. So what am I gonna do to address it? Think about that. It's the same thing we're talking about. This is stuff that I'm bringing it back to me so you guys won't feel attacked. You understand? Put it on me. Put me in the hot seat. All right? Why do I keep going to Burger King? Knowing that thing gonna kill me. Think about that. So me bringing these up about myself is to show you that it's not just, nobody's pointing no damn fingers at you. We all got something, man.
A lot of it's got to do with big two words, self-esteem.
Okay. Break it down.
You gotta feel good about yourself, and getting there is not easy. And once you try to do it, start feeling better, then you get more confidence in yourself, and you're able to try to forego those bad habits.
That's a fact.
You know, so.
And I'm glad you brought that up. It does affect, we can tie self-esteem into that as well. As confident as I may appear in so many other areas and how dominant and strong I am, in these areas I still have weaknesses, right? It's still something I don't like about me. What is that thing that you don't like about you? Remember last week we spoke about the enemy, right? If you had to defeat you, how would you do it? If you had to battle you, how would you do it? And whatever that you is, that other version of you, the one that like me, the one that like to eat, the one that like to smoke weed, whatever it is, that other version of you, that one that like to sniff drugs, how can you defeat you if you had to go up against you? What is he found there? Think about it, that's a tough ass question, man.
No, determination. You
Okay.
have to turn around and say, okay, you know what, I have to stop this. And you have to think in your mind, no, that's no good for you. Stop doing that. And you turn around and you keep telling yourself, no, I don't need that.
Every group, right, that we're gonna have, I like to challenge the men to do something, right? Last week it was, I believe it was to say something positive to someone. I think we ended on that, man. Was you sour for the whole last week? It is what it is. Don't mean that you particularly failed. Try again, man. Try. If you can step outside your comfort zone, say you want something you never had, do something you never did. Step outside the comfort zone. How can we empower one another? Think about that. Let me tell you something interesting about ants. Ants are particularly small, but they're super militant. Right?
I think they can lift 20 times their body weight.
Exactly. There we go.
22 times.
20 times their body weight. An ant. Right? So check it. And they can take down other ants. They can destroy a locust in about 6 seconds. Just chilling on the branch. They super militant. They do what they do. Vicious too, but smart. However, when it rains, think about it, the water threatens everybody in the ant family. So what do? Anybody know?
They act as
They
teamwork.
lock together, they group.
Teamwork, yeah.
Come on, I know. You was waiting that whole time just to say that. I knew you was trying to show me up. Nah, that's exactly what they do. What they do is they lock their arms together, right, and they form this big ball, and they breathe through the surface of their exterior,
Pores.
and they float, and they just. That thing is amazing. Have the ants on the bottom, just under the water, chilling until they get the same exact situation. Different walks of life, different ways of thinking, right? But yet we can all come together and share something to help the next man, man. But yet we won't because of judgments.
It's just not only judgment. It's people's pride gets in the way of things.
It's a fact.
And then when people put their pride up first before they want to do anything, it's like, I have one thing. Before I can judge any other human being or what they are doing, I have to judge myself first. Now, if I'm not judging myself, then how am I gonna tell another human being what they are doing wrong if I'm not judging myself?
Okay.
I like that.
I like that too. Now check this out, right? Let me give you something ill about judgment. What I've learned over the years, a couple of years I got. So, a lot of people mistake judgments, right, for something else. Like, for example, pull-ups. If I pull Henrique up, right, he may think, hey, your brother's judging me. But when in reality, I'm trying to help him. If I say, Patrick, brother, you need to get up in that shower, bro. No offense, I'm using that example, right? You need to get up in that shower, Patrick. You'll be like, oh my God, he's judging me. This is what a judgment is. always remember that, and you can use this as a platform for yourselves, right? A judgment always comes with a punishment. Remember that. A judgment comes with a punishment. So now the difference between, let me show you the difference. Patrick, you freaking stink. I'm just using an example. Sorry. Close the got you. Patrick, you're funky, you stink. Now for that, right? I don't want to see you on the first floor no more. See the judgment and the sentence? Versus Patrick, you stink, brother. Here, take this little bar of soap, make that thing right, man. You know what I'm saying? Is there anything you need? You all right? Still told him that he.
Judgment is also false assumptions.
So check it. So now, we not assuming that he doesn't stink because we use that as a fact that he does, right? But then if I say, hey, bro, with you, or you eat pork. Now for that, I don't want to see you in the kitchen no more. Don't use this pot. All of a sudden, that was a judgment with a punishment. So when somebody's trying to pull you up, there's a difference. But normally we are so super sensitive that nobody can say nothing to us, right? And it shouldn't be like that. As men, brothers should be able to come up to me and say, oh, Pete, man, that was offensive, man. And guess what I should do? What the maturity should do? Be like, damn, my fault, my apologies. Or what get an understanding. A lot of people know shit, but they have no understanding. It's a big difference. If I say, hey, the humidity is 87%. Now you're doing the news, right? And I ask you, okay, how does it become 87%? I'll probably water the whole room down. Nobody can answer me. Except for Patrick. Right? So think about that. You know that the damn humidity is 87% because the lady told you with the nice dress on the news, but you don't know how it becomes like that. So then we know stuff, but then a lot of people don't understand. So the goal is get an understanding generally. That's another jewel for me and for you. So at the end of the day, man, with these foundations, we need to be able to produce a solid foundation to be more successful, regardless of what it is. If your foundation is shaky, or whatever the hell that thing is that you're battling with, get some help for it, soldiers. You understand? Be honest about it. I'm telling you, there's something about the truth, right? That nobody can take away from you, man. If a woman come up to you right now and she be like, hey, I sell my body to feed my kids. You might be like, oh my God, that's kind of crazy. But in the back of your mind, you be like, yeah, that's official. She was so honest. Like, that was crazy. Dead ass honest. So at the end of the day, I'll be the first one to say, yo, bro, I need help, man. I need help. Now, if I really told you right now, I need help, who gonna help me? If I say, yo, I have a flat in my car right now, will somebody help me in it?
Yeah, why not?
Will somebody be like, even if you couldn't do nothing, would you still help me though? Bro, I just came from miles away, thinking about these donuts. I mean, I'm messing with you, thinking about this class, right? About this group. But I can't wait to take that box with me when I go. But who would help me, man? Now, mind you, you may not be able to change a flat. He could. But yeah, you could also tell me what kind of tire I may be able to need. That way I don't have to, what's the best tire out there? You could give me a laptop and say, oh, hey, Pete, check this out. You might want to look at Firestone. Different kinds of help, man. But then are you going to be that brother like, shit, you shouldn't come over here with that little car anyway. I like the way he squeezed out that little Chrysler. Whatever it is, if that's the way you think, there's something wrong, man. Brothers need help, man. Go help somebody. Think about that. They delivered a package, right? It's about sowing good seed at the end of the day. They delivered a package to my house. 3 boxes, right? Boxes is heavy. First thought, oh snap. I should keep that. Mind you, we not brand new people. Those old thoughts still come back. I don't give a fuck who you are. It is what it is. First thought, damn, I just got it. This is the wrong address. They put this thing here. Ain't nobody seen it. Let me get that. Second thought is, what if that was my mom's or something for me if I really needed it? Right? Third thought is, well, the person that got to get the package, they might not even need it. They don't deserve it. They this and that. Whatever it is, the justifications. So you know what the end result was? You know what I did? I took the packages, put them in my trunk, and I drove it to the person's property. Now, mind you, they were snobby as hell, too. Right? Nothing against some of my Jamaican brothers. Snobby as hell. 65 Maple. Drove it over there. Yo, excuse me, bro, how you doing? I got some package. He's looking at me like I was crazy. So, the package was delivered to my spot. I said, man, I just hope that, try to sow that seed, man. If I ever lost a package, that somebody had it will actually come back and deliver it to me. And that might not ever happen. But at least I took the stand to do that. Back in the day, I would have took that. I'd have been popping that thing open, that would have been mine all day long. All day long. What happens if you find a wallet? Some people may not never return that thing. What's up, Joe?
I thought it was all that.
You find a wallet all the time?
Purses, wallets.
Yeah, man. You know how hard it is to get that ID back?
Hard.
Now think about it. It goes back. You can tie all of this back to foundation. What is in it? What is in you that's able to make you make that decision? So you know what? Let me go drop this wallet in a mailbox because that brother needs his ID. Some people may do the double justification. They say, "I'm gonna take the money, but give him the ID back."
Yeah.
Half and half. Some people might be like, "You know what? I ain't gonna touch none of this money. I'm gonna do it." Some people may find a phone. I'm gonna get his phone back, but she's gonna give me something. Some people may say, "I'm gonna just give the whole phone back because I want somebody to do it for me." Again, everybody has their own justifications for things, and these are light examples. But what I want to talk about, again, is the big stuff. This type of group, I just want the wheels to spin. I don't need too many comments, right? But if you feel like you want to comment, so be it. But I just want them wheels to spin on certain things, man. You're like, you don't have to tell me, ain't nobody. See what I'm saying? What are you standing on? What is that foundation made out of, soldiers? Think about it. Is it that plastic? Is that garbage? That sand? Or you got that solid metal in it? I'm not judging you because you inside of this type of housing. What you gonna do while you here though? That's the thing. What you gonna do while you here?
Make myself better.
Okay, that's a start.
Make myself better.
So at the end of the day, man, I'm proud of you brothers for a couple things, man. One, that you took the time to humble yourself to even partake in this, right? Two, the brothers that shared. Three, the brothers that didn't share. Appreciate you, man. And that's just from the heart. It is what it is. All of you guys have value. I don't care how old you are. You see what I'm saying? You have a purpose. You have a value, man. If you don't think you have a value, that's when you start to fall. If you think, oh, it's over for me, his life is over. It's not, man. You ever seen that person in the street that's just happy? That's just, you like, damn. It's so happy that it offends you. What is really offending inside of you is that hatred that you holding on to. That, why I ain't like that. That's what that's really offending.
Yeah.
Think about that. That's some real stuff. I used to get mad at that. Why this motherfucker happy all the time? Why is that?
Somebody hating somebody else's
Exactly. Right? Yeah, I won't say that, yo. I got an issue, man. I'm jealous of what he has. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna sit back and hate. But guess what I do now? If you got something I don't have, I'm gonna say, yo, bro, how you do that? Because once you teach it to me, I own it. Game over. Bro, how did you get your credit score up there like that? What did you do? I'm not gonna like this motherfucker. Ah, dang. That's what we used to do. I used to see my people. I had a Lincoln Town Car. It was green. It was 1998. I went to the Bronx to hang out with my peoples, right? They roasted me. Oh my God, I pulled it and said, this nigga with the cab. Oh, snap. None of the girls would talk to me. I was just sick. I had my little taxi and I was like, oh my God. So I drove off mad. None of the girls hollered at me that night. They was all clowning me. And my selfishness, I backed up from all of them. Because I was feeling it. I was worried and then I wanted what they had. So guess what? I did something stupid to get something in my mind. I'm gonna get that money to go get that Lexus that my man got. Right? And then wound up getting knocked. Think about that because I was hating. Yeah, I'm gonna go shut this. I'm gonna be an overweight drug dealer. They ain't gonna know me. Police can't see me out of me. Right? Like they can't see me. Like I'm different. Like I'm something special. I mean, right? I used to sell drugs with a suit on. 102nd Street, Madison Avenue. Thought I was like, they would never know. Because in my mind, I had this idea. I'm blending in with the people. Idiot. There's a whole bunch of dope fiends up there. I'm the only idiot with a suit on. One of my police running up on me. I'm like, what happened? What seems to be the problem? It was stupid, man. Think about how stupid that I did some stupid shit. In my mind, though, I was that dude. Right? Think about that. What situations do you do that in? What situations are you in where you fooling yourself, thinking that you're something that you're not? You see what I'm saying? Let me tell you, I like to talk about me. I was so stupid as a kid, right? I wanted a fast car so bad. I wanted to have the biggest race car. I used to act like my car was a stick shift at the like revenue. Right? And then pop it in the D until my transmission blew up. Stupid as hell in the corner like this. Damn. You know, you got that stupid face, that little moment when they catch you, right? It's like, oh my God. Just to try to impress me, I had a 1990 Mark 7 at the light looking stupid as hell. 7 o'clock in the morning. No gas. 16 years old. Let me get $2 on pump 4. Ridiculous. I ain't ashamed of it. I was stupid. I was an idiot. What made me idiot was my foundations, how I thought. What made that right for me? What made that official in my mind? Think about it, because I was so focused on what everybody else had. And I had nothing to do with me, and it just sank me. Again, back to the Twin Towers, they put more energy into making the building fall straight down than versus it being able to take a damn hit. That's the purpose of this group is about, man. Put more energy into being able to stand as men than for the damn fall, man. Some people are more prepared to go to jail than anything.
Yeah.
Think about that. Another good little statement. It's what it is, man. That's what I'm saying. So if we start with us, man, here, with the other houses, small things, man, what's going to happen? What's going to happen if everybody did one damn good deed for everybody just internally? What will happen? You see what I'm saying? Think about that. How many people in here hurting, man, on the inside hurting? And all you need that one person to be like, how you doing, bro? You all right? You go?
Everybody's good.
Okay, there you go.
That's my buddy over there.
Of course.
That's my buddy Carlos.
It's my buddy too. So check it. It's everybody's buddy. So think about it, right? One good damn deed, man, can go a long way. One alteration to the way that you think can go miles and miles. You can do so much with that, man. So again, I'm gonna leave y'all with this quote. I'm gonna say this quote. I got something else to give y'all to share. This information. Again, it says a successful man is one who can lay a firm foundation with the bricks that others threw at him. To me, that's fire. Makes me think about so much. See what I'm saying? P, you'll never do nothing. You'll never amount to nothing. You will never be this. You'll never be that. I don't have to function according to what that man said, but I can just better myself and build up.
Yes.
By show of hands, how many brothers in here got good credit? Okay, by show of hands, how many brothers got bad credit? Okay. What if I can show you a way right now that's absolutely free? Free, but you don't have to pay a dime. That will help boost your credit immediately. Would you accept it? Or would you say, nah, because that brother's kind of fly with it, I ain't gonna accept it. Because you think you know everything. When it's there to help you. So let me break this down for you. This is the last time I'm gonna end on this. There's a site called Kickoff, Kikoff, right? And what Kickoff does is they give you what's called an installment loan, right? Just similar to like when you have a car, right? And this is effective for all the brothers that have credit scores under 600. It will, trust me, it will help you out. So what they do is they lend you $12, right? Official loan, but the money is not going into your bank account. They're putting it inside of a digital wallet, like you know how you got Cash App, whatnot, and the money goes there first, and then you decide what you want to do with it. So they loan you a loan for $12, and then as soon as you get the loan, which is the click of a button, you pay once a month, $1 per month. And immediately they'll show you what your current score is, and then you'll see once it reports to the credit bureau, it's the exact same thing as if I took a loan out for $50,000. It's not about how much money it is. The biggest part of your credit is your payment history. You understand that half these brothers don't have a payment history. That's what's going to kickstart you for free. I've done it. I put Enrique onto it. I put Will onto it. I will give this information to you brothers. You all can do it, and I would love for you all to do it and kickstart your credit up that way. It's already official. I have maybe 10 people that already signed up for it. I don't want nothing back from it. I just want you to be able to start doing something. And you'll feel good once you do something with yourself, no matter what it is. So again, if you brothers need that information, you need somebody to sit down with you, I'm more than willing to do it. The information is called KIKOFF. You can go on your website right now and get that thing, and within 5 minutes, you're already hooked up and signed up. Just plug your information in, and then you see your wallet, it's gonna give you $12, and you make your first payment as soon as you do it, and then now you got $11 left. And then they give you your payment date, but don't miss the date. Because what they're doing is each month they're reporting it. The same way they got for me paying off my car each month. On time. On time. It don't matter if it was 50 cents or $100 or $1,000. It reports it the same way. And that's how you start. You'll see it jump month by month. So if you brothers want to utilize that, you're more than welcome. I appreciate you, brothers. Anybody need extra donuts if I take the whole box?
I'll take
God
it.
damn. Yeah,